Hey everyone. Um, this is the second part of the fishing stuff. I told you I'd come back and give you some more ideals that you can keep in your pack or your bug out, your bug out bag or your bucket or whatever, your vehicle. Um, Yo-yos. These are great to have. I've got about 3 or 4 of these. I plan on getting more. You just set them and let them fish for you. It's an easy. I mean, it's a no-brainer. But I would definitely recommend people getting yo-yos. Um, Another one, I've done a video on this one already. This is basically a throwaway gill net for smaller fish. You can put it out in a pond, small creek, whatever. You know, you don't want to put it in real swift water because it's so thin, it'll get ripped apart. But you just keep it in there, and after you get done using it, it's going to rip. You can see it's real thin, and it will rip when you're taking the fish out. But after you get done, you can always, if you can reuse the sinkers on there or the line or something. But after you get done with this, throw it in a fire and burn it, so that way birds or animals don't get entangled in this. And you don't want to leave it in the water when you're done with it, because you'll get fish in there and they'll just die for no reason. So after you get done with something like this is just a throwaway gill net. I got it at wish.com. I think it was $2 for $1 shipping, so $3. And one-time use, but you'll get a lot of fish out of this. But remember, after you get done using it, you're done with it, it's all ripped up, throw it on the fire, so no animals or fish or frogs or ducks or birds or whatever gets tangled up in this and dies an agonizing death. Let's see. This, I told you guys always see if you can get a trout line that's black colored, and I found them, and I got a few of these, but this is you can put this out in a river, lake, whatever, and let it fish for you as well. I've got the black one, and I also got this one. It's bigger. I got this one from Walmart's. It's got different stuff to it. I've never used this type of trout line before, with the little, I don't know what the hell those are, clips, trout line clips. So I've never used anything like that, but it comes with a styrofoam in here, so it's easy to wind up and everything. So I want to give it a try. Seems like it's pretty cool, but definitely you want some type of trout line. You can go, this is Gig and Set. I got it at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I ordered a few of these. I mean, I went up there and got them. So, but for frogs, fish, different styles you can use. And you can go with Old Faithful here. The big one or the small one. You just get you a stick, throw it on there, whittle it down. If you have a nail with you, that's why I always say keep nails in your bug out bag. You can just nail it through there, through this little hole right here. You don't have to worry about the screw. And you can gig fish, you can gig frogs. But let me see. Now, one of my friends, my sub-friends, sent me this. It's an archery set, but if you're in a pickle and you need to gig, frogs or something like that, you could use these, for, I say this one would be a good gigger. This one is definitely a good gigger. That one a good gigger. These, I don't know about, because there's no notch to keep them from sliding back in. But like I said, one of my sub friend sent me this one, and it's pretty cool. I like that. Tactical arrowheads. But it's just an ideal. You can make something that's not made for fishing or whatever. You can make it into something to get you some fish or frogs or something like that. And you can make little spears if there's groundhogs or something like that around. You can throw, if you can throw pretty good, make a mini spear and use it for spearing. I have to move my Coke. These right here, you definitely want these. I got these at wish.com for $2. And I've done a video on these. It's a minnow crawdad trap. They fold up compact. I advise putting regular trout line where it ties down to, right here. I advise getting that and using regular trout line. This is where you put your bait in at. This is where you get it at. I mean, I paid like $2. No, I paid $1 a piece for them, I do believe, and for $1 shipping, so $2 a piece. But they compact to this. You can put 2 or 3 of these in your bug out bag. And if you're by the creek or something like that, you can get minnows, you can get crawdads for eating, crawdad soup, minnow soup, or you can use the minnows and crawdads for bait for bigger fish. So this right here, I would highly recommend getting you about 3 or 4 of these and keeping your bug out bag. Because you just set this in the water and go do what you need to do, come back. You put a little breadcrumbs or whatever, dog food or something in there, and come back and you got fish. So I would highly recommend that. Let me put this right here. Another thing, you guys seen these before. Pat, one of my sub friends, gave me a bunch of kite handles and line, and this is like a spider wire almost. This stuff is amazingly strong. But you put a little hook on that and put a sinker and a bobber, throw it out, you got a little handheld fishing. I mean, it didn't cost you much. I've got a few of these. If anybody's interested, just holler at me. Email me your address and I'll send you a couple of them. It's just something simple. I mean, these are pretty thick plastic, and me and the boys went fishing with them at a place called the Greenbelt, and they work pretty good. I mean, you jerk it and just reel it in with your hand. They're pretty good. You can throw it in your back pocket and not have to worry about it. But it's just something simple. Sorry guys, I'm tired. I was going to do a separate trout line video, but it's getting colder and I'm not going to get in the water. So I'm just going to show you something simple that you can do instead of having, I think this is, let me read it for you guys. It's 120 foot long. That's a big trout line. This is probably about the same. That's good for rivers and lakes. You want to make you one. And what you do, let me throw this up here. Say the creek you're in is just like 5 foot long, wide. So you'll want to make that probably 9 foot. That way you have 2 foot on each end to play with. And what you do, the thing, you get some of these swivels, the snap swivels, and you put it on there. I think I went, 16, 18 inches, something like that. And there's another one. And from your first one to the end, you want it to be about 2 foot, something like that. And you want this in the water, then, you know, you got 2 foot to play with to stake it down, tie it down. Then what you do, you buy you some pre-rigged hooks. Some people call them snelled hooks. Some people call them pre-rigged. Yeah, here's another one. And you take this little hook right here. You know, it's already tied and everything. And you just take that little hook, that line hook. Let me see if this. No, can't see it on this. And you just put it right here, bait it, string it out into the water, and you know, it's a simple. You're not dealing with 120, 120 feet of line. So this one, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 on here. And that's 6 chances of me catching a fish. You know, if I just string it up. You can do this in lakes, you can do it in rivers, you can do it in creeks, you can do it in ponds, you know, and all you do is just wind it up. You get you a piece of cardboard, keep a piece of cardboard or something like that, and take the hooks off. After you get done, you take the hooks off and you put the hooks up, because you don't want to wind this up with hooks. Then just wind this up and put it away, and when you're ready to use it again, unwind it, set these type of hooks right here. They're snelled, I call them pre-rigged, but some people call them snelled hooks. Some people call them leaders, you know, line leaders. But that's what I get, and I use, you know, for making my homemade trout lines. And that way I don't have to deal with, like I said, 100 and something feet. You know, this is like, I think it's 8 feet long. I think this is 8 feet long. And that's plenty for a little creek or a river or pond, whatever it is. You know, if it's warm, you can always walk out, wade out, and set them deep, so you can have better chances. You know, if it's cold, just stretch out and set them shallow so you can catch some bluegills or something like that. But the deeper you go, the bigger hook you want. The closer you're in, the smaller hook you want. So I hope that makes sense. But this is what it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you got any comments, any questions, if you see something I should add, please let me know. And, you know, like I said, I'm on here to learn just as well as you guys are. So if you see something I might have missed, just let me know. And tell me what you think of this stuff. Would you carry it, or would you not carry it? But again, I highly recommend these. These could be a lifesaver. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.